Well, if you guys thought our other episodes were shitty, this is gonna top all the other ones. I'm telling you right now. If you notice that we sound different, we're all in person right now, recording in a garage, and we should see how it goes.
This is this very interesting situation.
Very interesting indeed. But we do have a bunch of drinks over here.
We kind of are getting drunk. I mean, well, I don't know. I'm not, but maybe these guys will.
Oh, definitely not. This is actually water. Oh, whoa.
Hey, whoa! Somebody just butted in. Whoa, who is this?
Hey, I don't even know who I am. I did so much fucking acid and shrooms. My mind is melted, guys.
Hey, say that for the Patreon. No.
We picked up a hobo off the side of the road, and here he is. Would you like to introduce yourself?
Bro, it's Javian. I finally got kicked out of the army. No, I'm just kidding. I might, though. These guys picked me up. I was in fucking Skid Row. You know, sucking dick for $20. But hey, some people were sucking dick for $5, so I was making a good come up, you know. Yeah. Sometimes I do this shit with my toes and it just charge me a little bit extra.
Ooh.
Hey, can I get a discount?
They all get discounts.
Yes,
Hey, and if you're subscribed to their Patreon, you guys will get a discount too.
Hell yeah.
Wow.
Already
There we
plugging
go.
it in. It's been so long, and he's already making his way back.
Well, anyways, if you guys haven't listened to our older episodes, but you should have, but many of you that are fans, maybe fans of the older episodes, call yourself an ass fan, you would recognize that this is Javian. He was one of the hosts with us beforehand. And, I mean, he can give an update on the situation. But
Yeah, dude. Once I got to the hard drugs, they kicked me off the cast. I might not have known, but every time I was doing a podcast, I was high on ecstasy. But I've quit cold turkey. Just sucking dick now. Only difference is no drugs.
So you really do get
So-
the full experience, don't you?
Yeah.
So I'm curious what you're doing with all the money you're making sucking dick then.
Dude, I put it into this shit coin called Waluigi coin. Hey, look it up.
Oh.
To the moon. Waluigi coin.
Waluigi coin to the moon.
Yeah. And if any guys want to be a part of a little pump and dump scheme, we can know and we can make an ass cast coin. And we'll pump and dump to the moon, boys.
I'm so down for that.
To the moon.
Ass
any
cast
any
crypto
other way
coin.
we can scam you guys, we're going to take.
That is
Hell
exactly right. We just want your money, that's all. We just see cash signs.
Hey, the first two, you guys might make a couple bucks, but everybody else, you're losing all your money. But we'll make it for sure.
Whenever Javian comes back, we're going to use his business of dick sucking on the side to help make money for the pod too. So,
But of course,
Yeah.
we're not going to be doing it. It's just going to be Javian.
yeah,
gonna be
it's
the head
just
honcho.
Javian,
Yeah.
little side project.
You know,
We'll be the accountants. That's what we'll
you're the
be.
accountants.
Yes, sir.
It's like we'll
Okay,
finally
but-
get Ethan a black microphone instead of his silver one.
Yeah, get this shitty
It
little
kind of looks
Yeti
like you a little bit.
with a little film cover on it. Yeah, we're not recording our video, so you guys can't see what he's talking about. But I got the little pop filter on it, so it looks like a little afro that you guys have probably seen in the other videos. But anyways, just to actually get us back on track for a bit, yeah, we're all in-person meetup. I mean, you guys should know me and Jake live by each other, so I mean, we see each other all the time. But Tel and Javian both live out of state, and you know, Javian's been MIA from the pod. But yeah, and I mean, I guess don't get excited if you're a huge Javian fan. It's mostly a guest appearance.
It is a guest appearance.
Yeah.
Yes.
I might be back next year.
But yeah, I mean, just old time's sake, we were having a lot of fun, so we figured might as well record the episode today because it is the day we usually record. And yeah, we're recording in a garage with the garage door cracked open, sitting next to a main road.
And
so,
it's Javian's garage, so
yeah, in Javian's garage.
special guest Javian's garage.
Yes.
We have little Minecraft axes. We are throwing at a little, what is that even called? Target.
Bullseye.
Bullseye target.
Yeah.
Yeah, Ethan's ass at it. Jake's ass at it. The white person's.
I'm the only one that actually hit the board. I don't know what you're talking about.
Whoa, Tell is throwing them.
Nah, I was getting 3 bullseyes. You know, you take a couple sips of beer, breathe deep, and throw it, and you get it bullseye every time.
Yeah.
Well, anyways, this episode should be very interesting, though. My allergies have been beating my ass, and I don't think any of us are prepared because, again, this is kind of shoddily thrown together. Sorry if there's a lot of background noise, but I really hope you guys enjoy this episode. So,
You know they're not.
They're not going to.
Nobody
We
enjoys
already
these
know.
episodes.
We've
Hey,
already
I just
dropped
put-
60%.
you don't need to enjoy the episode. Just do what I do and click play and let it be in the background. I just mute it so I don't hear their voices.
Again, our listener stats show that you guys are not reaching the end of the episode.
Yeah,
so you guys need to.
Just turn your volume all the way down and let it play all the way through while you beat your meat.
We're giving away free Fortnite codes at the end of this episode, so if you guys want those, stick around.
$20 Fortnite card.
It's 19. But
I
yes.
forgot. I actually do have a PUBG card. If anybody wants PUBG, I'll give you that.
Hey,
yeah,
a PUBG card.
Donate a large sum of money to our Ko-Fi, and that's yours.
That's right. We got our Ko-Fi and Patreon plug. We haven't plugged our Ko-Fi in ages.
I
You know
know.
what? I completely forgot. I don't bring up the Ko-Fi in our end of the episodes.
No, you
Yeah,
don't.
and I don't
I
know
need
what a
to.
Ko-Fi is either because these guys,
It's another way to get money from our fans.
It's part of the pyramid scheme.
Yeah.
of course.
But this is all just for us to get a soundboard.
Yeah.
It's really-
I've been looking at soundboards. I don't know which one to fucking get because they're all like so confusing. And they're either super expensive for $200, and then like there's some for $60 that look like they do the exact same. I don't know which one to get.
Yeah, and to just clarify for you guys, by soundboard we mean hookers.
But yes, again, a lot of interesting things we'll be doing for the pod. We do plan on recording the new intro for our YouTube version today. That should
Yes.
That
should be
will-
very fun.
It will be very fun. Very hands-on, I should say.
Yeah.
I'm not going to say that Ethan's going to be shirtless, but I'm not going to say he isn't.
It could be a surprise. It's going to be coming out a month from now. So
I also just went to a Maroon 5 concert.
oh yeah,
So if
That
any
was
of
here
you
last
guys
night.
are gay, I have some shirtless pics of Adam Levine.
Isn't he like 45 now or something? Like how old is that guy?
I don't
no
know.
idea.
But he's young enough for my mom to find really hot.
Hey, you make that sound like she's like a predator or something.
No, I'm just kidding. I love my mom. She's only 26.
It's very wholesome.
She had me while she was 8.
You mean 5?
5.
It's like-
I
like you're the
forgot
same
how
age
old
as
I
us.
am. I told you my brain's melted.
You haven't
now.
drank that much, but anyways, we should probably actually get on track with what you guys came here for. The
What do we even talk about? on
the
this
anime,
cast?
yeah,
Okay.
the anime and manga.
The stuffs.
The usual. But you haven't been here for months, so
And,
but
the
like
first 30
No,
minutes of all your
it's been a
podcasts.
minute. It's
been a minute. So I mean, what have you been watching in the meantime? You don't have to like list off everything, but what are some things that stood out to
Some
you?
highlights.
Some
highlights.
highlights. My highlight will be Demon School Aruma-kun, and none of these guys will watch it. But I'm telling you,
I saw the first 7 episodes.
okay, I'm telling you, it's fucking going off right now. Hey, if you guys like watch it and read the manga, shut the fuck up because I'm not caught up in the manga. But the anime is going hard, and I'm not going to give out any spoilers, but you guys should watch it, especially if you like old school animes, because it got an old school anime vibe to it. Like Rosario and Vampire. If you guys ever watched that, I don't know if any of y'all have watched that. What's our demographic? Like 30-year-old single men?
No, they're actually within our range. Surprisingly.
Oh, really?
They're actually just
Oh,
us.
so they're just
They're
all
like
single,
us.
though.
Yeah.
They could be starting a podcast, but they just
Exactly.
don't want to.
Yeah,
They
why don't
don't-
y'all
they don't
start a
have the balls.
fucking podcast?
The
And then y'all can
secret
guest
is-
appearance on our podcast to get like 2 followers.
The real secret is that that's just all of us having copy accounts of ourselves that all watch it just so we can get our own.
Hey,
clout.
shut up! Shut up!
And you're giving away the secret.
I'm just saying I could pay like some random Asian guy to make like 1,000 views on our Spotify account, but I don't. All right, this is true facts. There's at least 10 of y'all that watch our shit.
Well, any other highlights?
Highlights. I mean, I've still been reading Solo Leveling, and that's just it's still going hard. I don't even know. It's like Solo Leveling. I've been reading this one called Mercenary Enrollment, or like on other things, cause like that I pay for, cause I always pay for my manga, cause I'm not doing illegal shit. It's called Teenage Mercenary. That one's pretty good if you guys want to give it a look. And you guys like OP main characters, OP male lead. main characters, and I hope that doesn't mean I'm gay, because that's like what I've been reading a lot, and that's the genre. And then like a little bit of boy love never hurts anybody, you know.
I love boys love, dude.
Yeah,
It's
boys
great.
love is the best.
Look,
you know,
we're all boys here. We all love each other.
we all
That's
watch
boys
Free. Tell just bent my bottle cap because he's strong as shit now. He's built like Lenny from Mice and Men.
Okay, I'm Lenny. Okay.
Yeah, just stand by the river. Don't worry.
Yeah. Oh shit! I'm trying to do it, guys, and it's like I can't see it, but I'm having.
Yeah, I
these
really
two
wish
hands.
we had a way to like record this like properly, like because one of our phones sitting here and just recording us would be fucking ass.
That was a
But-
beer bottle.
Yeah.
My bad.
But yeah, I mean, does this sound like a fucking DYI podcast to you guys yet? Because sure fucking does.
All right, just
DIY.
want to let all you guys know. Hey,
Do yourself in.
Tell just busted out a webcam. Wait, like 10 minutes late. I don't know why we're doing that.
I don't know why we're
That
going to
looks,
be doing
that
this.
looks, that
Leave
looks
that
terrible.
either.
It looks actually terrible.
We would not be
Well,
able
we
to pull
got
this off.
Ethan right here.
I'm just,
got
I'm,
Jacob.
yeah, I mean, I guess I'm
No,
in
what are
the
you
frame.
talking about? Look, Ethan's
Yeah,
right here.
Ethan's
Yeah,
right
he's just right here.
Ethan's right there. The mic.
We're referencing the mic, yes.
We shouldn't be talking about this on the spot on a voice track.
Yeah, I was gonna say, making fucking visual references with the audio track going on. But,
just-
Hey, y'all use your imaginations because you got to pretend you have girlfriends all the time. You know?
Hey,
whoa, wait,
whoa.
dude, insulting
we're-
our audience, dude, come on.
Come on, dude.
That's what I
don't-
did.
You're insulting me too right now. Come on. Nah, speaking of which, you know, we were talking about most of these guys are drinking because they are over the age of 21. So I just want to know, what are you guys drinking for our audience?
Oh, is it this?
Oh, the
yeah,
alcoholic safe
yeah,
space.
Yes, I
We can
know.
go ahead and
You
get
gotta
this
lead
going.
into
Yeah,
it.
yeah, there
Gotta
you
lead
go.
in.
Well, we got quite the doozy today, so.
Yeah, we got a good amount of people here that are all drinking. For me, I am drinking an Elephants on Parade from the Bosky Brewing Company. It's a nice, fruity, a little bit hazy drink, 5.5%. I had these quite a bit growing up. Growing up after the point that I was 21.
yeah.
Of course,
That's what I like to hear.
Just clarified, but these feel like a classic to me, and I actually do love these. So on my scale of 1 to 10, I would go ahead and give this an 8 for the alcoholic safe space scale of 1 to 10.
All right. Well, I mean, for me, I have a beer today. I think I mentioned it before on the podcast, but I'm drinking a. I'm sure you guys heard that. Social Hour from the Santa Fe Brewing Company. It's our state capital, or honor and pride here in New
Why
Mexico.
you doxing yourself?
We've mentioned it before.
Oh, yeah.
but-
we know we're in New Mexico.
It's
Yeah, I know.
it's basically a fruity, just a fruity beer, really. It's mostly an orange tangy taste to it. It's really good though. It goes down smooth, 7%. And yeah, if you can pound a few of these, you can, get the party going. That's why it's called a social hour. Pound like 2 or 3 of them, you can start feeling shit.
And for all you submissive and breedables out there, I'm drinking a Smirnoff Ice Original because I'm a whore for lemonade. And I do not like the taste of beer, but I will drink it if I have to. It's 4.5% alcohol, so, I mean, you're going to need a lot of these to get buzzed. I enjoy it because I'm a bottom,
Oh yeah.
I was like, even if I had a girl, she probably has a dick.
Hopefully your girlfriend doesn't listen to this.
We all know I don't have a girlfriend. Why are they lying to y'all right here?
She's from Canada. You wouldn't know her.
She goes to a different state. Don't worry.
Yeah, she
Goes to a different
She doesn't
state.
even go to the school. I mean, she don't even go to our school, dog. But I'll rate it. I'm gonna rate this a 9 out of 10 because this is my go-to drink.
I forgot. I forget our own rules for fucking alcoholic safe space. Have
I
we been
always-
rating?
I always
you
rate my
you rate
drinks.
yours. I forget to rate mine.
I'm gonna
Yeah,
rate
you
mine a
know.
9 out of 10.
What did you rate yours?
I said this was an 8.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I give a social hour an 8. 8, 9. I think if it's colder, I would give it a 9 because I like it
9?
when it's like when it's actually
Yeah.
frosted at the brewery.
Well, my Smirnoff Ice is a 9, and then if
10.
you're like if
On
you're
tap,
a beta
yeah.
male, you'll probably give it a 4 because you're too afraid to be called gay to drink these. But I'm proud to be called gay,
And
I
you're
will.
damn right. That's
You're
a
damn
4.
right.
That's even a 3 maybe on my
See,
scale.
those are good, but I've grown accustomed more to Mike's than Smirnoff Ices. I think Mike's taste a little better.
Mike's have a more alcohol taste if you like
Yeah, well, they taste actual like alcoholic lemonade.
alcoholic beverages.
This just
yeah.
tastes like really sugary
Yes.
thing.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
super sugary. And I'm not fat yet, guys. I was like,
Yet.
yeah, okay, here's my plan. If I do get a girlfriend and turn into a wife/husband,
House husband.
Yeah, house husband.
Yeah,
I'm getting
house
fat
husband.
though.
God, that you circled it back to anime.
There we go, baby.
All right, so as you can see, they are all 21 because what I'm drinking right now is Sam's purified drinking water with flavor enhancing minerals.
Yeah, that bottle
Yes.
or that can you heard crack open earlier definitely was not Jake's.
No, it was
Just
not.
like to
Don't
put that
worry.
on record, it was not
Like,
Jake's.
it was actually just sparkling water. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, but it was LaCroix.
It was
Yeah,
a soda.
it was
You know, the
LaCroix.
type of sodas that I used to
We don't have the
for
video
the,
recording, so you guys can't confirm or deny this.
That is true.
And if any of y'all are underage drinking, don't.
You know this.
That's bad.
Speaking of which, Tel, how was your childhood?
Oh, I love my childhood.
Traumatic? Was it traumatic a bit?
I grew up on the farm, and I was whipped out in the fields. And
Hey, just
Oh,
that
hey,
sounds
don't
very
take
familiar.
my
Dude,
culture.
Yeah.
we have two
Appropriated us.
African Americans on the podcast.
We said the
I'm
African-American
telling
word,
telling
we're
my
canceled.
experience, man. I don't know what to say. I mean, that's it. It's true.
Oh, speaking of experience, I actually have a little bit of a story time. This is I know we're not talking about anime, but I feel like bringing this up. I think I mentioned to you guys before. I don't know about Javian. No, I told you guys yesterday. That's right. Anyways, recently last week I went on a trip to Arizona, and actually last episode, the one before this one, we recorded it like as soon as I got home. So I don't know if I sounded tired or not. But anyways, I was on a little family trip, and we went to one of the national parks in Sedona, and took a little 2-hour hike up to this cool like little oasis area. And as we got up there, I was laying on a rock alongside my brother, and my family and stuff were all like walking off into the water, so they weren't anywhere by us. And as they were over there, I heard just this old white dude, and he says, "Really, guys, defacing nature?" Staring right at me. So I thought he was talking to me. And I was like, "What are you talking about, dude?" And then I look to my left and see that my cousin carved a dick into the rock. And I was like, "Oh, shit." So there was a bit of a back and forth. This white dude was like, "That's illegal." And I'm like, "No, it's not." Just to clarify, it is illegal to do that in a national park. But long story short, this fucker took a photo of me and my brother, even though my cousin was clearly standing in the water next to the rock, and carved it with the rock in his hand. And so they ended up, our park ranger ended up taking a photo of my sister's boyfriend's car. And just saying there might be a bounty out on my head pretty soon for allegedly carving a dick onto a rock. And it was an interesting story. It's just racial profiling, basically.
So, how did you feel about a dick being on a rock since you like Hoseki no Kuni so much?
All right, dude.
I mean, you do say you do want to fuck rocks. So.
I do want to fuck rocks, just not that way.
Boys, I just found a universal penny in my garage. I haven't been here in 3 years, so that's meant for us. All right, end of episode, guys. Wait for it. We're gonna flip it, and if it lands on heads, Ethan's gonna read all of One Punch Man in 9 hours tomorrow.
I'm definitely. Oh, speaking of which. So, update on my One Piece journey. Last week I was on Skypiea, I believe. I was like halfway through it, and I was gonna make my goal just to finish Skypiea, and that was it, and then talk about it this week. Nope, I read all of Water 7 and all of Enies Lobby, and let me say, One Piece is a fucking masterpiece.
He hit the good part, boys.
Yes, I finished Enies Lobby last night. I stayed up reading it. I cried at the end. People should know what happens at the end. It's
The boat, dude. It's the boat.
Yeah, the boat. I knew the boat stuff was coming, and I was like, "There's no way I'm gonna cry at a fucking ship." No, I cried. I cried at a goddamn ship. I miss Mary. You were a good ship.
Yep.
For all of y'all that don't read or watch One Piece, why do y'all know who Chopper is? And why do you think you can fucking wear his clothes without watching the show?
Do people do that?
Yeah. Dude, it's a Chopper supremacy. I think it's because you're like a cute little thing.
Yeah, I mean, people like Chopper. I mean, it seems like later on in the manga, they like emphasize his cute aspect, which is just, I don't know. I like Chopper as a character more than just him being a cute little reindeer who can also turn into a gigantic Chad.
Yeah, I don't.
Oh, he turns into more of a Chad later.
Okay, good. Yeah, I'm excited for like his later fights. I like all of the Straw Hats. Like I've liked everyone so far. I was beforehand, because I've seen all of them. I know like Brooke and Frankie. I was weary of how Frankie was gonna be. I didn't think I was gonna like him. No, I fucking love Frankie.
Oh yeah, Frankie's great.
Frankie's awesome. He's so good, and he's like 34 or something. So he's literally like a middle-aged man, just hanging out with a bunch of like teens.
Middle-aged cyborg.
Middle-aged cyborg, yeah, exactly. And I mean, Robin's 28, but still, Like, and that's what I like about One Piece. They're all varied in age. Like fucking Luffy's 17 and he's the leader of the Straw Hats, and then you got fucking Frankie who's double his age. And I don't know how old Brook
What does
is,
he do?
but
Mop the
around.
ship.
Frankie? No, he's the shipwright. So he manages the ship and
So he mops
repairs
the
it.
ship.
So
Yeah.
he's like maintenance man.
Yeah, he's the maintenance. Like all of them have rules. That's what I like. Nami's the navigator because she's the only one that actually has a brain.
Nami's
Frankie is
fucking
for the
hot.
34-year-old
The fuck is
janitors
Zoro
out there.
actually? Come to think of it, what does Zoro do? Is he just the?
He's the fucking knight in shining armor, dude.
Well, yeah, I mean, like
he's the
it's just-
protector.
well, I'm saying him and Luffy are basically the same because Luffy's the captain.
Luffy's the captain.
I know, but
Zoro's
but
like the
Luffy
protector,
doesn't
you
give
know?
orders. That's what I mean. Okay, well, I guess yes, Zoro's the one that gives orders because every single time they go
First
into a
mate.
different arc.
First mate.
First mate, exactly. Yeah, because he's the one giving orders all the time, and people are like, "So why the fuck isn't Zoro the captain?"
I think Zoro, when they recruited him, they actually said he was
I think
first
he might
mate.
be the first mate. Yeah,
he is first mate. I'm pretty sure.
Because I mean,
Don't look at me.
around the ship he doesn't do anything. But anyways, Sanji's the cook, Chopper's the doctor,
Wait, what?
Brook is the
Sanji's the cook?
yeah, Sanji's a cook. That's
Oh.
The cuck, yes.
yeah, I mean, he is a cuck basically. He would
He
definitely
really
watch a
is,
girl
yeah.
get fucked. But yeah, he has a simp code. He says that he can't watch a girl. He would never hit a girl basically, and then he doesn't fight with his hands because a good chef doesn't use his hands for fighting.
Yeah, I seen him. Hey, guys, don't think I'm completely uncultured. Well, maybe it is uncultured just to watch the fights on YouTube, but that's what I do, guys.
What is Robin? I just realized that too. I mean, is she just the
Historian.
Okay, yeah, she is the historian.
But she's over. Like, she's powerful as fuck, too, huh?
Her
yeah.
devil fruit is really fucking strong. I think.
Yeah.
I just don't think they use it all the time, like, or showcase how strong it is all the time because it's really strong.
Yeah, she
Yeah.
gets super wet.
She can literally grow fucking hands out of like anybody, and that's literally what it is. Like she can literally just grow hands on somebody's like neck and just snap their neck if she wanted to.
Yep.
So that's like how strong she is. But yeah, I mean, they're all good. And like I said, I'm Brooks the musician, but I haven't met Brooks
Speaking
yet.
of hands, how the fuck did that one guy make it into fucking Class A in My Hero? I don't understand, alright.
Oh, you're talking about the brainwashing dude.
No,
The guy
the
that has
dude
all
that
those
has
arms
all
that
the-
has like eyes.
Oh,
They never
Because he has
explain-
heightened senses and everything. So
But they never explain it. Like, so, from what I get, to get placed in the classes, they're taking down them robots. So how does these people in Class B that are way more powerful than him?
yeah, they didn't make.
How did
that.
they not get
Class
into
B
Class
has
A?
some like broken.
Yeah, Class B
characters.
has some OP
like the guy that can
characters.
just go into darkness. I'm like,
Yeah.
that's fucking broken.
It's broken,
Yeah.
and somehow Mineta took down more robots than him. And I was like, they never explain it. Like, how did the Invisible Girl take down those robots? And how did the chick that controls plants, she's pretty much Poison Ivy, how did she end up in Class B?
Yeah, or fucking Kendo.
Yeah.
Literally massive ass hands. Yeah, like there's a lot of good heroes in Class B, and I do like them.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe my biggest gripe not biggest gripe, but one of my gripes with My Hero is just that they underutilize some of the characters. I understand that not all of them are supposed to be important, and I do get annoyed when people are like, when the focus is off of Class 1A, and I'm like, none of them are supposed to matter outside of Deku, Todoroki, Bakugo, Ochako, Froppy, and
Lita.
Kirishima. Lita's not even that relevant either. But Lita
relevant.
more than the
Anybody
others.
that was involved
And
in the stand
Kaminari.
fight is...
Like, all of them are the ones that are supposed to matter. Nobody's going to give a shit about, Earphone Jack, sorry, and
Kirishima. Wait, you already said
what's her face?
Jiro.
Momo.
Jiro and Momo.
Momo.
Yeah.
Until you pat your
And
chest.
Acid Bitch. So
pat
the
his
other ones,
chest.
nobody's going to give a shit about it. Like the
nobody cares
tape
about
guy,
Sugar
fucking
Rush.
Sugar Rush,
Yeah.
the guy that can talk to fucking animals. Mineta's just there for comic relief.
Yeah, there were no animals in the area with the robots, so...
The guy
Unless
that
he can
can
talk to
the guy that can
robots.
shoot fucking lasers out of his stomach. It's like nobody's gonna care about those
Okay,
guys.
his can be
so.
strong, he just gets belly
Well, he
aches.
just gets belly exactly.
So I'm like, he maybe took out like...
Has he ever used that in a strong way yet though? Like,
No,
Well, he
not
used
really.
it
He used
in
it to
combo.
light refraction with
Well,
Invisigirl.
Yeah, I was like, he has a combo.
I mean, he
move.
made a disco ball at one point, didn't he?
Yeah, and the festival.
That's probably
useful.
like the best thing he's done so far.
But yeah, I mean, and even all those characters I mentioned, even all of them aren't as relevant or aren't supposed to be as Bakugo, Todoroki, and Deku, because those are the ones that truly matter. And Uraraka to an extent, because she's Deku's fucking side piece.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm surprised we talked normally about My Hero, not about how the fucking travesty of season 5. You've
All
been a
right,
little
we're
quiet,
not-
Jake.
We're not going to talk about that. We talk about it too much. All right. All you guys need to know now. My Villain starts next week.
Yep, finally, with
Finally.
5 episodes left. Woo!
Woohoo!
And the movie did come out for Three Musketeers.
Three Musketeers?
If I'm, hey, whoa, hey,
Whoa.
Oh, I thought that's what you said. Oh,
No.
I'm sorry.
no,
We're very gay loving because I'm here.
We're safe space.
safe space for everybody.
We're a safe space.
Safe
But yes, Three Musketeers came out. This might sound harsh, but I hope the movie fucking bombs.
Unless you're Map. no maps allowed.
Yes,
in the
no
ass
maps
class.
allowed.
What does that mean?
Minor attracted person, but it's a pedophile.
Yeah, no maps allowed over here. All right, if you're a map, we don't need your stream. And if you're pretending to be a map, stop being transabled.
Well, speaking of stream too, I was gonna mention our 1 year is coming up, and we might stream that on Twitch.
Yeah, so go follow me at Canary1485. We're
Yeah.
going to be streaming. I'm also going to be streaming over there. All right.
It'll either be on Jake's or mine. We'll figure it out, but most likely Jake's.
I got the dual monitor set up now. I got
Dual monitor.
yeah, and then I got an Ethernet
Yeah, he used some of
cable
my
as well.
sucking dick money already.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Any upgrade is from me sucking dick. Just remember that, guys.
Yes, sir.
But yeah, it should be fun. It should probably be like, probably an awful idea to test run out the 1 year, but we do want to experiment with like live episodes sometimes. I don't know about all the time, since it changes the feeling entirely. But I want, or all of us want, I think, for the 1 year to be a fresh or unique experience. So
No, I want it to be exactly the same.
exactly the same garbage we do.
Yes.
We'll just read like the top 100 characters like list from like IGN or something. That's literally gonna be it.
I'd rather just test Ethan's skills and have him make an AMV for the 1 year.
I mean, look, I respect MMVs. I don't know about AMVs because I don't know.
Just choose some random alternate music band and put on Naruto.
Well, you guys know what MMVs are, right? Manga music videos or media music videos, which just like actually take skill because you'll like take a manga panel and animate it.
Yeah, okay, yeah. So I have never read Record of Ragnarok, but I was telling them I watched this YouTube. I'm not going to shout him out.
Well,
I
do
don't know
they
his name.
like? I'm assuming they like manage to like animate the punches, right? Because they put it on
No,
joints.
it's just like a nice little. I don't know. They animate it well. Like it goes good with like the sound they're playing. He makes a good atmosphere, and you get the gist of what's happening in the manga, and it makes it seem like more alive. And the anime came out, and the anime was actually pretty good.
No,
I liked it.
No.
I liked
your
it.
standards are low.
Yeah.
My standards are low now, guys. But I do like To Your Eternity. I should have said that. That's my favorite anime of the year right now. Is To Your Eternity.
The year? How much have you seen from this year?
Not much, guys, but To Your Eternity is my favorite. Okay, I feel like a lot of people, even if you've seen everything right now, To Your Eternity is going, it's going ham. All right, it's made me cry twice already.
No.
You don't like To Your Eternity?
No, I like To Your Eternity, but sadly last season the cake was given to Vivi Fluorite's Ice Song for Anime of the Year.
My pick would have gone to Wonder Egg, but I haven't even watched
We
the
don't talk
OVA
about
and I
this.
don't want to, and I was not satisfied with. I said before that I liked how the ended because it was going to get a special episode ending, but now the fact that the OVA didn't end it, I'm not very happy with it. It'd be like ending on a cliffhanger, basically. So
Keeping it open for season 2, man.
yeah, and the thing is, Wonder Egg is one of those shows that is really relying on how it ends. I really like the journey, but if the ending is not satisfying, it's going to really hurt it for me, and the ending hasn't been satisfying. So
Yeah, he's talking about Wonder Egg priority. If any of you guys are too dense to.
well, I mentioned at the beginning, but yeah.
Oh.
But actually, yeah, we can give our update on that. I haven't gave mine, but anime picks of the year so far. You gave To Your Eternity. Jake said Vivi Fluorite Ice Song. What about you, Till?
Oh, shit. I can't. You're going to have to give me a second.
We'll come back to tell.
Again,
And in the meantime, I'm going to tell you how I went to LA and they had like this, I don't know if it was a culture appreciation something or whatever, but I went there and I had just watched this anime. Oh yeah, it was a random one called like Snow White Notes, and it was just about this dude playing like, I can't even say the name of the instrument right, but it looks like a Japanese guitar pretty much. And I liked it a lot. But at the show, they were actually using those instruments and like doing those kinds of songs. So I felt like my life was an anime at that moment, because I went there expecting a bunch of mariachi music and stuff. Because I went there to see this like little Mexican dance.
I don't know where the fuck that went, but yeah.
I don't know. I was just saying it was cool. I got to see like I got to watch an anime, and then like seriously like a few weeks later, I got to see it like kind of in person, because it was the same instrument, the same kind of vocals. If you watch Snow White Notes, like that kind of singing, it was the same songs, but it was live action, and it was actually done really well. And I really appreciated that performance. I really liked all the performances there too, because there's a Russian dancer there too, and he did a really amazing job. I don't even know what the event was called, because I kind of just got taken there with my girlfriend/boyfriend. slash
Leaving it up to
transable.
Hey, just use they.
I'm gonna just leave it up to y'all imagination what I date. It might be a dragon, and it might be myself, but a mirror.
Well, going back to it since Tail's still looking, I think my picks for the year, and I guess this can count because the second half aired this year, but I'll start off. First one, we should go Tensei. I loved it. I love ReZero to death, but I just really was not that engaged with season 2, part 2. We should go Tensei held my attention way more. And the second half of the season is going to be fucking amazing. I can already feel it. You can agree with it probably, Jake, because I think you saw it. Or
yes,
not
I
think.
did.
Tail, did you see it?
What was it?
Mushoku Tensei?
No, I didn't see it yet. I haven't.
Yeah, that's jobless reincarnation for you losers that use the English name out there. But
Is that the hentai one?
no, it's about the guy that's like 34 and his life is like he's just basically a fucking fuck up,
Yeah.
and he literally just like freeloads off people. So then he ends up dying after like saving a girl from a bus. Gets reincarnated as a little baby. So like he's literally reborn, but he retains the same knowledge and memories and
So it's
everything.
like Saga of Tanya the Evil.
That, but he's bettering him, like not bettering, but he's seeing this as a second chance at life, and he's fucked up. He's scummy because he's pervy and tries to like take advantage of a lot of people. But then he realizes like his faults, and he's trying to work on it. And I like that.
Oh, I was thinking of Rehealer for all you pervs.
Redo a
out
feeler.
there. Yeah.
It's not like that. No.
Yeah, that shit started popping up on
But-
H Anime. That if my girlfriend / boyfriend is watching, I do not ever go to the website hanime.com.
So my other pick though for this year is Jujutsu Kaisen. The anime was fucking great.
Was it better than High School?
Oh God of High School,
God of
hell
High
yes.
School?
The
was
Jujutsu
this
Kaisen, the episodes that aired this year were everything post the Mahito fight, basically. So it's stuff with Toto and Yuji versus Hanami. All those, it was fantastic. The final scene with Nobara and Yuji doing dual Black Flash, it was so good. So yeah, really good for the season or for this year. I don't know what else is coming though. I don't feel like those two will hold though. I'm really confident something will come this year that will break.
But doesn't Attack on Titan start at the end of the year?
Yeah, it does.
Okay.
Now, for all the people that don't know,
Well,
we
hold on.
actually...
He's got it. Tell's got to give his answer.
Oh, okay. But anyways, the ending of Attack on Titan is shit.
That's like the fourth time we brought it up in the last 4 weeks.
just need to say that.
Anyway, for me, so far this year, I would have to say Slime.
That did air this year. Yes.
Yeah.
That was
Yeah,
this
it
year.
was so good, the turn that it took. I mean, shit, I can't wait for more of it to come out. I guess they're doing that little, like, side anime or whatever.
No,
The
the second season's
Diaries?
out already, like on episode 6. It's just
What?
people haven't been talking about it.
Are you talking about the Slime Diaries?
No, Slime Diaries is over. They're already halfway through season 2.
Okay, for y'all,
Really?
all y'all
Oh,
listening,
fuck,
I
shit,
have not
okay.
watched the new Slime. I've only watched
You
season
need
1.
to catch up because
Yes. Oh my
episode
God.
10, I believe it was, episode 9 or 10, the ending of it, was so good that I immediately booted up Amazon and bought a Rimuru figure. Just right there. As soon as I saw the frame, there's a particular frame that you guys know, the Megiddo.
Yes.
Fucking awesome. It's amazing.
He
So
thinks into traps.
I am into traps. I would fuck the shit out of Rimuru. You heard it here first. But and this, I don't know, this might be off topic, but I heard an interesting take today about slime, and somebody, I don't know, I think this just like means you lack total comprehension of the series, but they were upset because they said slime was about like a pacifist guy who's like going in and like trading stuff and like building a world, and then in his shift to becoming a total warlord, taking 20,000 lives and all of that, and killing people without remorse, quote unquote, didn't make any sense, and that this was totally like out of character, and that he's also forced the goblins and orcs into being lower class citizens, which is racist somehow. I was like,
I saw that tweet.
yeah, it was, a lot. It got like a lot of like crow retweets and stuff. I was like, how do you draw that conclusion out of slime? I was like, it was a very big moral dilemma for the last 10 episodes, if whether or not he should do this, and he tried to avoid it. And he was literally left no choice. I don't know what people want. It was either that or his entire nation gets eradicated. So it's like you kind of had to defend yourself.
Hey, they punch first.
I was gonna say they fucking played a stupid game and won
Yeah.
stupid prizes. So But yeah, I don't know if we've heard this or if we had this question before, but what is probably the worst take you've heard about a series? I think we've asked this before, but I'm interested to hear.
We asked this like a couple weeks ago.
I know.
Yeah, well, I want to hear Javian.
Oh yeah.
Like, what's the worst take you've heard on a series or?
Dude, I don't follow anime Twitter.
Well,
He follows
From
Goofy Twitter.
anywhere.
anywhere. If you've heard like a friend give a bad take on a show, if you have this, you know,
You'll have to come back to me. I'll have to think about that one a little bit.
I'm sure you've heard a bad take before.
I've definitely heard bad takes. They were definitely from you.
Oh shit! We
We
got
get
some,
bad takes on here all the time. So
You're already having some bad blood.
Nah. No, Ethan has good anime taste. But now he's just more depraved than me.
well, yeah, I've been really into ecchi. I wasn't into ecchi before, but I started reading manga and like
If for the really depraved,
30 manga I read so far is ecchi.
for the really depraved, I fell into a trap called Tumix.com that has a whole bunch of 18 plus. So if you're 18 plus, you can go sign up for $30 for 3 months.
What is this plug?
Did
They,
you
they
pay
better
$30?
fucking sponsor us.
Okay, listen, they trapped me. I was reading something, and I was like, "Dang, like this story's actually really interesting." And I didn't know what it really was. So I was like, whatever. I got some cash to spare, you know. I just won't like buy new League of Legends skins because I was lying about the acid. I was just addicted to League of Legends for the last 2 years. But I paid the $30, kept reading, and then like the very next chapter that was like VIP only. Yeah, his dick came out and he started fucking all the girls. And I was like, well, I just subscribed to pretty much a hentai manga, and I've just been reading them. And now I'm depraved. For your
Hey, they're
question,
good. They're good.
yes, I do beat my meat to them. If my girlfriend/boyfriend is watching
alright.
once again, I do not. And I do not know what H anime is, once again.
Well, since I apparently asked that question before, we can go ahead and just go into the questions you guys, the listeners, have asked us. We don't have very many logical ones this week. I'll be honest, you guys kind of failed us. But you know what? We'll just do our heavy lifting like we always do. But this first one comes from @AsiaB, and they ask, what's an anime/game that you hated at first, but you grew to like it as you got older? And maybe not even like got older, you can throw that in there. It's like something you could have hated like last year, and now you're just like...
Not even like... So when I first started anime, I would only watch shonen. So I'm not going to say anime specific... Well, oh yeah, you asked genre. So I hated slice of life and shoujo when I was like 12, 13. When I was first getting into anime, I'd only watch shonen and stuff. And then my very first shoujo that I really liked was Toradora. And from then I started watching a bunch of slice of lives, and now they turn into like some of my favorite animes or slice of life. And you know, just world building, you know, I wasn't into that. I wanted to see all like the really cool Naruto, Bleach fights, you know, everybody just punching it out. But when I like grew into, I wouldn't even say as I got older, just as I grew more into watching anime, I started liking the character development a lot more, and not just everybody being super powerful. And you know, I still really like I said, I was reading all my webtoons where it's just super overpowered people for no reason, and like you already know they're gonna kick everybody's ass. But those anime and like mangas, they still do really well in like building characters. But I guess when I first started watching, I wasn't even looking for that. I was just looking for really cool animation and stuff. And if One Punch Man was out at that time, I was like, I'd have probably watched that season like 3-4 times. I mean, I did, but it would have been like back to back to back. I would have kept rewatching it. But definitely just slice of life. I hated it at first. I could not get into it. I thought it was boring and lame. And I grew into it, and now I love it. Just because I respect the ability to not use flashy animation and everything to tell a story.
Yeah, slice of life, I obviously love.
Yeah, slice of life is actually shit. I don't know why you guys like it. It's not like I have two or three in my top 10 or anything.
Well, for me, I wouldn't say hate is the right word, but I was not very big on Gintama when I first started it. I think we mentioned it before, but me and Jake did an anime trade. You watched Gintama like 2 months before I watched Monogatari, and I was talking about how fucking good Monogatari is. It's my favorite anime ever. And I told Jake, I was like, look, it's 100 episodes. Gintama was 367, but I was like, but I will watch Gintama if you watch Monogatari. So he binged all of Monogatari in like a week. And for me, I was like, well, shit, now I have to actually watch Gintama. So for me, it took a year to watch all of Gintama. And that was because I was not huge on the very beginning of the show. I actually despised the first 20 episodes because I was like, this is not funny. I'm bored out of my mind, but I have to finish this show because, I made a trade. I was like, either that or at least reach episode 100. So then, as I kept going on with the show, I would take breaks or whatnot. I would reach a good arc, and then I'd be like, yeah, it's all right. So then I would, for like the first 6 months or so, I wasn't huge on Gintama. I was low on priority. And then I finally got around to like latter half of season 1. And that's when I started falling in love with the show. And I ended up getting strep throat, which meant I had time off work for about a week, which meant I could binge all of Gintama. And I did. And I just fell in love with it more and more as I kept watching it. And it's now basically one of my favorite shows of all time. So, yes, just stick with it if you guys don't like Gintama. And even going back now and I rewatch some of the beginning episodes, I do like early Gintama. I just think at the time I did not because I was forcing myself through it.
Would you say the same thing for One Piece? Because
One Piece I really liked what I read at the bat because no,
but it took you a hot minute to actually start it. Like, were you against starting it?
I was against One Piece because it's so long, and I was looking at it mostly from an anime perspective, and I didn't really read manga before. But around this time last year, I saw One Piece Volume 1 at the bookstore, and on a whim, I literally just bought it. I was like, you know what? I've never seen Volume 1 here. And One Piece seems like interesting, and I love Volume 1. I love all of the beginning of One Piece, and I'm talking about like before Luffy like leaves the island. But all of that was like really fun. So there isn't a point where I disliked One Piece. There's just parts where I'm like not too interested and just back off of it. But I love One Piece right now. But like I said, like beginning of Skype and stuff didn't hold my attention. I have a feeling this next arc that's coming up isn't gonna hold my attention. Might take another break, but I never disliked One Piece like I did Gintama. So,
no, you just got to keep powering through the bad ones to get to another good one, and then you're hooked again.
Yeah, I'm gonna use this break to read One Punch Man. If you guys ever want me to read it, so
yeah, that's fair.
We're flipping the coin at the end. All right, it's still staring at my face. So if it lands on heads, Ethan will binge One Punch Man, and he will post how he felt about it.
I'm going to anyways. I always do it. So
no, if I flip tails, he can never read One Punch Man.
I like that wager.
I can never read it?
No, Ethan can.
No, tails as in...
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay, shit. Well, anyway, for my answer to that question, I would have to say Haikyuu. Honestly, when I started Haikyuu, I was not a big fan. I thought that the volleyball play was like too technical and a little unrealistic, just short guy trying to get there, and I honestly wasn't a big fan in the beginning. And then on came season 2 and season 3 and season 4, and my opinion just changed completely. And now it's one of my favorite shonen. I mean, shit, Haikyuu is fucking amazing. But yeah, at the time when I watched that first season, even part into the second season, I was just not a fan. I was like, this is just volleyball. I know the technical stuff about volleyball, but I understand now that they were just having to explain to people that don't know much about volleyball, kind of the mechanics and everything, get into it. But man, it definitely took a turn for the better. It's one of my tops now.
That's very interesting because Haikyuu is one of my favorite first episodes. I love that beginning.
Really?
Yeah, I love just seeing Hinata just like immediately fall in love with volleyball, and then he like swears this rivalry with Kageyama like out of nowhere. Because he's just like it just shows how tenacious he is and how much he loves the game, and like how passionate he is for things that he just picks up right away. I really like Hinata. Like that was mostly it, and the animation was, oh my god, it was fucking top notch. And Jake can't find anyone.
Well, Jake's still searching. I remembered my shit take, and my shit take is somebody told me that Gurren Lagann has no character development whatsoever. And they started the series and ended the series the same exact, like, what is that called? Like, mindset and everything. None of the characters grew at all.
What, does he not understand it was a full circle story?
Nope. That was their shit take, was he hated it because there was no character development. They started off the same power. They said they didn't get any stronger whatsoever emotionally. And I don't understand. He might have watched it all drunk, because who knows? But I guess he assumed that just because they beat the first, the first one with just the head, that it meant they were like already strong enough to defeat everybody they met. and that is definitely not true. Gurren Lagann is an amazing story. It has amazing character development, especially with Bro and Sima. Yeah.
I just don't know how you can say they didn't get any stronger when the show ends with them throwing galaxies at each other. I don't know how you go from a little tiny head with a drill fighting monsters to the fucking series ending with them throwing galaxies at an interdimensional being.
No, he dropped it. He didn't even get that far. That's why I was like, it's a shit take, because he hated it, because he said there's no
Well, you
character
can't drop a fucking show before the development happens and say that there's no character development. that doesn't make any sense.
I think he got like halfway through pretty much and
No.
just assumed it was.
I can honestly understand where you're coming from. The first like 2 or 3 episodes I watched of Gurren Lagann, I thought I had made a mistake fucking downloading that for Netflix to watch on a road trip. I was like, fuck, this seems so boring. But I just trudged along because it was the only thing I had downloaded. And after I had trudged along, like, it was totally worth it.
Yeah.
It gets so much better. There's plenty of character development. You just got to get far enough into the beginning.
Yeah, but I was like, so I guess maybe it's just like, you know, like Ethan was saying with like One Piece and everything. Sometimes you got to get through the bad to get to the good. Even though I enjoyed all of Gurren Lagann, but that was his shit take, and I tried to talk him back into watching it, but he refused because he's like, I've already watched enough, and I'm like, okay, man, you do you.
I was gonna say, to be perfectly clear with the One Piece thing, even though I love One Piece, I still do think that not wanting to start something because it's too long is a perfectly valid reason. And also trudging through bad, like if One Piece had 200 chapters of just dog shit writing, then yeah, I don't expect people to get through that. It's just like, so yeah, I mean, I wouldn't say like get through the bad to get to the good. Just maybe if you're not too interested or intrigued, I would say keep watching because things could change. Or like if you're not a fan of how things are happening, then, you know, keep watching. Again, I still don't understand how you could watch a show and then say there's no character development before the development happens. Because development is typically seen at the end. It's like, or when there's a pivotal moment. You can't really drop a show when there's nothing for Simone to develop from.
But the thing was, he developed from, all he was doing was underground. I was like, they went
That's
from
what I'm
living
saying, yeah.
underground and like just sucking it up in the first episode to going outside and like battling like these monsters they'd never seen before. I'm like, that's character development right there. But he didn't understand. He just like, no, Simone's always been that way. None of his mindsets changed. I'm like, okay.
No, literally everybody changes. The whole entire thing is changing your worldview. But
Yeah.
whatever. Do you have an answer, Jake, for your?
But that's why it was a shit take.
Just reminders for the question since we're jumping back to it. The question was, what's an anime game that you anime/game that you hated at first but grew on you basically?
I really have nothing.
You gotta have something.
My tastes haven't really changed, and especially in games. Like, I mean, I haven't had a game that I've hated at first, and like I grew to like, because most of the games I do hate, I just never play again. Even when I try to replay them, they're still shit to me. I mean, battle royales will probably be the one thing I could probably say that I really do not like at all. I think.
Well, did they have it grown on you? Because that doesn't apply at all then.
Well, yeah, I like them now. But especially during the first era, I thought it was mostly relying on RNG and which gun you got better, because gunfights didn't really matter that much at the start of battle royales. So I was just like, it's just another thing. It's just like you get lucky, and then you'll win. And I mean, nowadays I'll play Warzone because that's actually fun, because you can just shoot RPGs out of a helicopter.
Wait, Rebirth or Verdansk? Which one do you like more now?
Verdansk still.
Verdansk.
Because all the vehicles just make it so much fun. I would say, but I think Warzone would probably be or like any battle royale when it first started, like in, what was it, 2018, 2017. I think I really was not a fan of the genre, but since everyone played it,
It was way before then.
It was like
that's when it got.
It was like 20.
That's when it
That's
popularized.
when it got popularized.
The stuff like DayZ and
PUBG,
H1Z1 stuff
H1, yeah.
existed
Well, no,
way before
Fortnite
that.
was a thing when I moved. It was 2016.
2017.
When
I
we were
promise you,
playing.
Fortnite did not exist until 2017.
It's not that long of a game in reality. Even, I
We
don't
were
know
in-
why it's still
we
going
were
on.
in our senior year of high school when it dropped. We were not playing that in junior year.
Yeah, we were playing Overwatch.
Yeah, we were
Because
playing Overwatch
We were
before
playing Fortnite a lot our senior year, and then we all stopped when our track season started.
Exactly, yeah.
And then we went back to it. I remember perfectly because I loved the game before the track season started, joined the game, I got smacked the shit out of by a sword and died instantly, and I never played again.
Yeah,
I was pissed off about a sword, and I guess they got rid of the sword, but I will not go back to Fortnite.
So your answer is Battle Royales. Then.
Battle Royales, the
I can agree
genre.
with that. Well, the next question comes from NY Triz, and they ask, who is the biggest weeaboo of the three? But there's 4 of us today, and that 4th one happens to probably be...
Most weeby.
Listen. Sometimes life stops you from watching a lot of anime and manga, but if you like... All my free time, I still spend watching anime and reading manga as much as I can. I still love it, but it's just crazy how big of a weeaboo I was. I'm still a big one. I just have less time, but I still think I've watched more animes than all of them have within the time period that I had watched them, because I was spending summers just going like no sleep 2-3 days just watching anime, anything I could get my hands on. And then as soon as I got Crunchyroll, I watched everything on Crunchyroll, and I started waiting just for new seasons to drop so I can at least try every new anime from each season. And that happened pretty much until I left and joined the army, and I couldn't do like everything I still wanted, but
You mean the dick sucking business?
yeah, my dick sucking business. Sucking dicks takes some time, and while I'm sucking dick, sadly I can't watch anime because the clients won't let me. They want me focused. They like to look in my eyes sometimes. You know?
But doesn't it usually take about 2 minutes for those type of people?
No, sometimes you have to make them come more than once.
Oh,
And
wow.
I tell you, swallowing's definitely easier the 3rd time.
Well, you heard it here first, folks. The 3rd time's always the charm, like we've always said. And dick sucking, I don't know why, but I mean...
It is. Well, they're kind of running on empty. They're just doing it for like a little power move, because sometimes they call me their little plaything and they slap my ass.
Well, I would say with the
Speaking of
weeaboo
slapping
question,
ass.
well, I was going to say with the question with the weeaboo thing, I think we're all
Giant weeb.
to this, we're all like different facets of it. I would say like for me, I definitely own the most merch out of all of us. Like I think outwardly, I express it the most because I have my car with anime stickers. Own over 300 volumes of manga, the most figures out of all of us and shit. Like a lot of my stuff is like filled to the brim with anime manga, but I think I spend my time, more of my time buying and displaying merch than I do actually like watching and reading it. Jake watches and reads at least at a more frequent pace than I do.
I don't know.
of
Pretty
anime.
much every shirt I own is.
Well, and then I was gonna say, and then Tell owns a lot of anime shirts and shit, and then he's always
And then
buying stuff.
My
getting-
car has right
tattoo.
now, because Ethan's last car is gone, but my car right now has more anime stickers than Ethan's.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. Like all of us to
And I don't
varying
know about
degrees
the
in different
figures.
aspects. No,
I
you
have
have pops.
I have over
that just-
150.
Pops
They're
do not
figures.
count.
They said pops/figures.
Pops
on the
don't
box.
count, no.
Pops count. I have over 150 pops.
Well, then yes, you have. I guess if you want to count pops more than me. But I own actual anime figures. I would say around 50 or so in my room. But yeah,
all combined, we all make the ultimate weeboo.
yeah, we all combine as one ultimate. I mean, it should tell you.
And we all combined make the ultimate podcast.
Exactly. Well, I was gonna say it should
Ass
tell the
podcast.
answer should be clear. The fact that we're running a fucking anime podcast should tell you that we're all pretty big weeps here. But yeah, I mean, I guess if you're gonna go based off how much we've watched and seen, Javian's watched the most out of us. I think I'd probably have read the most. Jake's watched more than me though, and then we've all watched more than Tell.
Yeah, I'm still catching up on
Yeah.
watching.
And
reading.
Tell is
Hey, but
more
Tell-
recent than all of us here.
Tell likes to watch and read Diamond, so
Okay, we're recording.
Yeah, sorry for that interruption. We just had a big drive-by by ninjas and stuff. Ethan ended up with a black eye.
Yep.
We fended them off though,
We
because
fought
all
them
of our
off.
skills, anime and God,
So for you guys, it
and
was
dick
like...
sucking.
Yeah.
For you guys, it was only 3 seconds. For us, it was actually 17 hours.
Yeah.
This is actually Monday right now.
Yeah, recording the next day over.
Yeah, so just to be clear, Javian has been dick sucking for over 24 hours.
But they wouldn't leave without it.
So I would like to thank Javian personally for handling the case, even though Ethan has a black eye, but we don't care about that guy most of the time. So thank you, sir.
Yes, of course. It was lucky I'm here. Lucky I'm here and guest on this episode. They might not have made it if I wasn't here. Alright, but like I was saying before, we got interrupted by the ninjas. Don't underestimate Tell's knowledge on anime. He hasn't watched as much of us as us, but he does watch a lot of really high quality anime, and he does enjoy it just as much as the rest of us. Because at the end of the day, it doesn't matter how much anime you've seen, how much manga you've read. If you enjoy it to the amount of depravity that we do, you're definitely a giant ass weeb. And if you're listening to this podcast, you're probably a giant ass fucking weeb.
Exactly.
Probably.
To be fair, we do have like the 65 to like over.
Yeah, we do have. I don't know who the fuck like is over 60 listening to this podcast, but we have like.
Shout out to you
Shout out
if
to
you
you.
are
Yeah,
over
thank
60.
you so much for listening.
Props. That's impressive. I hope you like anime as much as we do.
And you probably could tell us some older anime that we haven't even seen before. That's probably amazing.
Guarantee like 90% of them would say like Ninja Scroll and stuff. So.
Well, after Hiroshima and Nagasaki, I think that's when they started making some anime. So that's some time.
Yeah, like 60s and stuff, like
Yeah.
Astro Boy,
And
but
most-
you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, I doubt anybody from that fucking era would be watching it, you know. But yeah, and then there's a lot of cars. I know everything's going to shit at the end, but thankfully our podcast, you know, stats have shown that you guys don't make it at the end, unless you did, if you like the in-person stuff. But well, since we're getting towards the end, we can end it on one last question. Second to last question, because there'll be another one. Is there anything you guys are looking forward to this year?
Chainsaw Man.
Like the next season,
Oh, fuck, yeah.
or in the foreseeable future? Yeah.
Chainsaw Man. I think we're all looking forward to Chainsaw Man.
I think that's the top for like all of us.
Then let's get some varying answers here, guys. For me, though,
Okay, Chainsaw Man, Maki.
yes.
All right, who are you in Chainsaw Man? Who are you hyped for?
Who am I hyped for?
Yep.
The fucking shark dude.
All right, JJ.
Okay, it's gonna be a weird one, but I know it's only gonna be for a little bit. But I am so excited to see the Chainsaw Demon, a little puppy chainsaw.
Pochita, yeah.
Vegeta.
I am so hyped to see him animated.
Yeah, for me, the Uticam movie, obviously, it's
Dude,
gonna be
come
so
on.
fucking good.
We're talking about Chainsaw Man.
Is it
Oh, and
Black
Chainsaw
Clover?
Man, my bad. Sorry, the
Or Black
Chainsaw
Clover?
Man, Denji's my favorite character in Chainsaw Man, so I'm excited to see him.
So now that we've gotten over Chainsaw Man, we can use that as clickbait. We're going to go over our actual answers. Javian, you just said Black Clover movie.
Is that coming out this year?
It's not coming out this year. We do not have a
But
date.
foreseeable future.
We
you
did
said-
not,
but
we
you
did
did
not
say
get our
foreseeable.
clickbait out, and our usual thing is because for me, I'm pumped for the obvious, what's gonna happen, the inevitable Eromanga Sensei sequel anime that comes out.
I forgot this company that's renewing about 17,000 different shows. But hey, come on,
Kadokawa?
we need some more. We need some more. There's enough material.
Hey, Katakawa, you're probably not listening, but if you are, give your licenses to fucking Darker Than Black Season 1 back to the dang sites. Alright, you need to renew that license because I want to watch Season 1 and not this. Why do you let them keep Season 2 and not Season 1? Season 2 is dog shit. Katakawa, you know it's dog shit compared to Season 1. Let these guys, let Funimation, well, pretty much everything's Funimation now. Let Funimation get thing Darker Than Black Season 1's license back. Renew it. It's not dead yet. I did buy the DVD and Blu-ray. I found it, and it's nice to have it, but I do like to watch it like when I'm on the go and I can't bring a disc around everywhere. What are you doing, Katakawa?
Exactly.
For me, what I'm most excited about coming up, and I'm surprised Jake here, Stone Ocean, JoJo's.
It's not my hypest thing, like on the list, right? It's part 6. I'm gonna love part 6.
Below Chainsaw Man, obviously, but
It's
out of everything that I know already,
4 or 5.
because I'm sure there's going to be some that I haven't seen, haven't read, don't know about, that'll be pretty good. But for what I do know as of right now, I'm hyped for JoJo's right after Chainsaw.
So for me right now, right? Of course, number 1, Chainsaw Man. Number 2 is finally seeing the Gintama movie in theaters. I've already seen it, but the theater experience is going to be something else. Number 3, Vinland Season 2.
Ooh.
And as a fellow manga reader has been joining me,
Yes, sir.
as Entail, he knows what is happening in Farmland Saga.
Oh, that's going to be good.
It's going to be fantastic because most of the cast, or most of the employees and animators are coming back to do it. So I don't really think it matters which studio because everyone's still back, so it don't matter. But that's in there, and like you said, part 6 for JoJo would probably be after that, And then after that, for me, would be the Quince movie, because who doesn't want to see more Miku?
Exactly.
Yes, sir.
Oh, side note. Okay, I know it's weird, but I'm back, so this episode's gonna be weird. But
Before you say that, you can talk your story while I go take a piss, because I've been holding it in this whole time. I know we're at the end,
Wow.
but I really got to do
Wow.
Okay, but
Leave
Odd
it.
Taxi,
it. Stop
guys.
for as long as you can.
I just clicked Odd Taxi because I thought it was gonna be like some kid friendly thing that my friend's like son could watch while I was hanging out with him. No, Odd Taxi happens to be actually very good. It's probably up there, not from like my favorite of like this year, but just as an anime in general. It talks about a lot of really adult issues and stuff, and like a little spoiler, but like the first few episodes get into a teenage girl that's been kidnapped, and I didn't expect it because it's all anamorphic. So if you like your B-Star and whatever, you like seeing animals on the screen all the
Wait,
time.
like Animorphs, the old like book series, you know? Did y'all ever read Animorphs?
No, I'm not. Oh, no, wait, I can't say that on the podcast. Anyways.
Well, y'all people know what I'm talking about out there. Those fucking goofy ass covers that you would like tilt over, and you'd slowly. I can speak. Slowly see a human transform into like some fucking dumb animal. It was the weirdest series ever.
Never seen that.
It was called Animorphs. Anyway, I'm sorry for that tangent. Go ahead, JB.
That's okay, but Odd Taxi, don't let it like. It's kind of like an Agretsuko to me, because Agretsuko, I wasn't gonna like it, but I just watched it when I was bored, and I ended up loving both seasons of it. I ended up loving, but definitely give Odd Taxi a watch. I think it's really underappreciated. The kind of like slice of life, like storytelling that it has, because it's just like Taxi Driver, getting to see all these problems that people are going through in this kind of rundown city, obviously, and it has gangs, everything, like criminals, serial killers, and you would not have expected just by like if you just see the clip art or whatever on the season, like when you're scrolling through the anime. But give Odd Taxi a watch because it actually ended up really amazing.
Yeah, I remember hearing about that last season. It did get a lot of praise, so it wasn't like underappreciated. Odd Taxi, yeah, but I think last season there's a good amount of killers out there, so
Yeah,
it's gonna be hard.
Oh, here we go. So not Chainsaw Man. To be honest, guys, like I said, I haven't had a lot of time for anime, but it's gonna be a weird one for my like most hyped out of looking at this list.
Digimon.
No. Not Digimon, but Restaurant to Another World Season 2. Like I said, guys, slice of life. If you didn't watch Season 1 of Restaurant to Another World, the gist of it is you have a really nice restaurant, and every episode they go to a different world. The door to the restaurant opens to different universes and everything. You get all kinds of different characters from completely different worlds coming in and telling stories about what they've been through, what's happening. And you get to see all kinds of different worlds throughout this one show that's just about a restaurant. They make good food. You get like if you guys like to see animated food, they have some amazing looking animated food, but they do have amazing stories and they build worlds really well every episode. New worlds, and then don't get sad if you have a really like cool character that you like, because they come back. Because you just get new customers every day. The old customers come back later. They'll come and talk to each other about how their worlds are. And it's really amazing. So I'm hoping Season 2 is as good as Season 1 was for Restaurant to Another World. And if you haven't seen that one, like I said, it's a slice of life. It's amazing. If you like to see cooking, it's amazing. And just really good world building overall. So give that a watch. But that is probably the weird, like, unexpected one that I'm most excited for. Restaurant to Another World Season 2.
Well, I'm upset. We got a really good question while I was taking a piss. If you guys still want to answer that, or save it for next week.
Let's do it. I'm here.
Let's
I was
go,
like,
yeah.
guest episode.
Well, this one comes from @Luffy2nd, and they ask, good anime with bad title, and vice versa.
Didn't we do something similar to this?
They asked for
already?
best titles, but a good anime with a bad title this time. Last week he asked for like the best anime title or series title.
But it's different because it's like we're not just looking at the title, we're looking at the show.
Yeah, like what's a show you like but that has a bad name, or a show that just a name that's not good, and then vice versa.
So like Nagatoro with the English title.
Yeah, like that.
Okay, well that's my answer then. I'll go ahead and snag that one. Was it Please Don't Bully Me, Miss Nagatoro? Is that the full?
Don't toy with me, Miss
Don't
Nagatoro.
toy with me. Yeah, it would be better if it was Bully. But yeah, that is such a shit fucking title. The Japanese title is way better.
Even though I love this show, and I think there should be a different title, but I don't know what it is. Grand Blue Dreaming. It does. It's like it's like an okay name for what happens in the show. Like dreaming doesn't have to be there, but I don't know why it is. But the show is still like a fucking 10 out of 10 in comedy, so I don't really care.
Well, I mean, apparently there's like there needs to be 3 other shows that also have Grand Blue in the titles. That's probably why.
There's like Grand Blue Fantasy. There's like the action fighting, the fighting game too.
There's Grand Blue.
Grand Blue. With no D.
No D.
Just to clarify for all you
Blue.
audience members that can't hear the D, because we do have a dick sucker in the premises.
Yeah.
He's been taking our D's. Sorry.
All right. Here's one, and the only reason I hate it is because of how long it is, and I don't think a show should, like, it was a great show, but I don't think a show should pretty much get like its like angle on how it's different and put it in the title. But it's called My Mental Choices Are Completely Interfering with My School Romantic Comedy, and it is so long, and I'm like,
It's not snappy.
that is not Snap.
It's a long title, like Smash.
It's a long title that just, I'm like, you're already a good anime. Why are you explaining like how you're different than other animes through your title?
I make dumb choices. Boom. There you
Yeah.
go.
Or like,
Better title, right there.
I made dumb choices and reincarnated as a refrigerator. I'm just saying. I could
Yeah.
I'd
better
read it.
titles.
But I'm just like, just saying it like gets me out of breath, man. My mental choices are completely interfering with my school romantic comedy.
Stop.
And then no, like, you know, when you have to recommend an anime, because I really liked it, you try to like recommend it to them. You're just like, yeah, you need to watch this anime. My mental choices are completely interfering with my school romantic comedy. I'm like, I get it's a rom-com. You could have fucking left rom-com out. You could have left it out that you have to make choices. Like, you know, they could have chose a better anime title, but it is a good show. Just the anime title's too long, too descriptive, you know.
Yeah.
And it's a really terrible fucking title. It's like kind of like when you write a paper in high school, and you just say, you're just like, I can't think of a title, so you just title it what you're writing about. You're like, why Michael Jordan did more for the black community than Martin Luther King. Like, you know, you don't need to write that, but you did, and now you have a shitty title.
I got one. I got a really good one. So it's probably cheating because it's a game and the game is better, but it does have an anime. I really fucking love the name Corpse Party. It's such a good name. The fucking anime sucks, but Corpse Party is a really cool name in my opinion. I just has a nice sound to it, and it just sounds edgy as shit.
Hey, another guest speaker.
Cast.
Okay.
But I don't know if you gave your answer. Or you did, yeah. So I mean, he already gave his. Javian will be stepping out for a second, but tell if you got one.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, I said Nagatoro.
Nagatoro. All right. Well then, Jay.
Yeah.
I already said.
You said yours too.
Yeah,
Grand Blue. That's right. My bad.
Dude,
I was
you are
trying to
actually-
find mine.
Wow.
You're actually
That piss took
stupid.
all of my fucking all of my life source out of me.
He's been drinking too many.
Yeah.
Are you drinking a Smirnoff now? I haven't social
Smirnoff
hours.
and social. I'm drinking both.
Oh,
Clearing
He's
out
actually
my,
drinking
my
both
nose.
at the same time with the same lid.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of
Humongous
other
slips for all you
names.
guys that
I mean,
don't know.
I'm mostly thinking of bad shows with good names. Like that's really all I can think of. 'Cause I don't know about the good shows I like. All have either just fine names or really good names. I guess the other one for me is might be weird. I like Assassin's Pride. I think that's a cool name. Anime fucking dog shit. You can agree.
Yeah.
So you did switch it.
You switched it. Yeah.
You switched it.
I didn't switch it. I kept both. I said I hate
No.
both.
No, you're doing.
You switched the question.
Yeah, you're doing bad anime with good title. It's
Yeah.
good
He said
anime,
vice versa. He asked for both.
but we did the other way. Last
Yeah, and I said I only have bad choices. I chose both for both. I only chose bad anime with.
So you're just copping out of the question.
I'm retarded. I'm sorry. Okay, yes, you're right.
Wait,
Those are bad names. No. I got it right. No, he said bad anime with good titles, and then good anime with bad titles. I'm giving bad anime with good titles. I said I like Assassin's Pride's name,
Well, okay.
and then I said I like Corpse Party. How am I switching the answer? That's what I get. That's what the question was.
No.
We already answered one of those questions like Please go back.
He asked for bad localized names.
All
That's
right.
why
So,
no
anyways,
tutorial
we're gonna
came.
need to stop right here, right?
Yeah.
And that wasn't a while ago. That was last week. Yes. If you guys made it to the end and are wondering why this sounds similar, the question last week was bad localization choices, and my answer was I did not like Nagatoro's localized name. And then there was also a question that we got that was just coolest anime name, whether it be series, game, stuff like that. And I said Kill la Kill. So I remember specifically that's what we got to. But yes. Those are our answers, and I think Javian might not be returning for a bit, anyways.
Yeah. So just like usual, we're probably gonna be going past to our ending segment.
Yep, Jake's favorite
Sir.
segment. What have we boys been
Oh
watching
my
and
God.
reading recently?
So I haven't said anything, but I did read all of One Punch Man in 10 hours. It was a long read, and it was enjoyable as hell. I'll probably talk about it next week when I'm not in dying of whatchamacallit, of heat. So we'll probably talk about it because Tails has also read most of it, if not caught up, for One Punch Man.
Oh, yeah. I'm either one chapter behind or caught up. I'm not sure if another chapter's come out since then.
But he knows about Black Sperm, which is an actual character.
Yes.
Anyways, I've also just finished, not finished, but I'm all caught up. I read Zero for Jujutsu Kaisen, and I did get right past Shibuya. I think I'm like 2 chapters after the Shibuya incident. So, things are getting fucking nutty. That's all I could say. Anime-wise, it's the same. There's not really no new ones to boast about. So we'll just keep going. But manga-wise, I've been killing it right now.
Wait, oh, that's right, One Piece. Well, One Punch Man, sorry. For me, I like I mentioned earlier in the episode, I read all of Water 7 and Enies Lobby, which is 180 chapters. That's what I read within the last week. And it was so good. It was really good. I enjoyed my time with it. And I can't wait till Marineford. And then after that, I read Please Put Them On, Takamine-san. It's okay. I'm sure there's a big fan base out there, but aside from the ecchi and the really, really, really good art, I did not like much else about the series.
Well, I'm back, guys, and I have no clue what we're talking about now.
Oh, well, this is our...
I'll fill you in. Yeah. This is our ending segment here. We talk about what we have been watching or reading lately. And for me, the only thing that I have watched or read lately, as I have been in between traveling and in between places right now, I've stopped my internship that I had earlier in the summer, and now I'm just kind of like wandering between places until I go back to college. I've only read Berserk, and today I finally got the rest of the collection for the deluxe collection novels.
Oh, yeah.
Or not novels, deluxe collection manga.
yeah.
For Berserk. So now I have all the way to 7, but I'm still on 3 right now. I'm about halfway through it. It only gets better. It only gets better as I go. It's just the best shit ever, and that's all I've read because that's all I need to read at this point.
Oh, yeah. All right. So I've been watching My Hero. It's basic, but I watch it with my boyfriend. And then To Your Eternity, which, like I said, amazing. Right now, my anime of the year. And then, of course, I'm always going to keep watching Demon School of Rumakun just because I love like the kind of nostalgic vibes it gives me. And I was like, I know it's not going to be like everybody's favorite, but I just love the nostalgia. Even though it's brand new, it just feels nostalgic watching it because of the art style and kind of especially the openings and intro endings. And then I've been reading, like I said, Mercenary Enrollment. That's a really good manhwa, actually, if you guys want to read it. And Solo Leveling, of course, I've been keeping up with. I'm excited because I believe it's getting an anime eventually. I've seen some trailers, and I have no clue when it's going to come out, but I have definitely seen trailers, and I hope they're not fan-made and I was not pranked. And we are now looking at sexy pictures of Miku.
Courtesy of yours truly.
Quality pictures.
Wonder who else is sexy in quality? Our wonderful patrons over on patreon.com/AskCast. If you guys want to be sexy like one of these fellow people, like 5.7 Mondo, the Big Yikes, Flomjong, M4 Blitz, Fanner, Corbin, Hadrian, and Outdated, you can head on over to patreon.com/askcast and become a patron today. Reminder that your $5 and $10 tiers gets you access to our bonus episodes. We currently have 6 out, and we're going to have another one on the way this month. Maybe even 2. Who knows? Probably not. But if you also don't have that kind of money, you can just lob us $2 and get access to a special role on Discord. So
just remember, every bit of profit we get, it goes towards throat numbing spray, so I can make us some real money.
And the podcast, of course, with the soundboard. And helping speed up that process, you can head on over to kofi.com/ascast, where you can give us one-time donations. Any amount helps, and helps us get a soundboard and other things for the podcast. We're just going to use it to set goals and get things we want and help improve this show in any way we can. But if you don't want to throw some money our way, reminder that that's not even the best way to support us. The best way is always just by listening to us and being fans. It means a lot to us. And you guys can do that by heading on over to Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, and YouTube, all at Anime Safe Space. We're also on Twitter at Anime Safe Space. Feel free to tweet at us, give us suggestions, questions, or just if you want to shoot the shit, we're always on there. If you want to join our Discord and meet other AS fans, the link is down in the description below on any platform you're listening to. We do AMQ nights, game nights, watch-alongs, and if you just want to get to know other AS fans, just have fun in there. We are about 300,
320, 330.
330, something around there.
Around there, yeah. We just had AMQ night just yesterday. It was fun. I was also reading manga in it, but just big shout out to Sean. We were killing it until you didn't answer for a bit. I'm just gonna say that right now. a lot of people do not watch openings, and it's kind of apparent. Yeah, even including me, because I forget some of them.
Openings are great, but too bad that this is the ending of the podcast. Javian, get some closing thoughts.
Closing thoughts. Even though I'm not on the channel, I still watch. I don't watch all of it because it's ass. But
you should have ended it right there.
But